Hello, my name is Colin. I play Valgard Alf Geigerson, a variant human valor bard from the north.
My name is Tim. I play Hothead Harry Leany, a rabbit folk. I'm used to saying that, but it's a Harangon rogue warlock.
Hello, my name is Michael. I play Montgomery Firesides, a fiery genasi battlesmith artificer.
I play Orlin Nincor, gnome fighter war wizard. That's searching for a mentor.
Hi, I'm Jessie, and I play 848837773, or 8s to her friends. She's a Warforged cleric, and trying to figure out what's going on with her life.
For the recap, I will pull up the village of Valaki for everybody to see.
And we're going to that red one in the middle of town. Because that's where the guard said was the inn. There? Yeah, that one.
That does not show very well.
Yeah, like that plum color, not great, but I can see it.
Yeah, not show up. Might have to.
I forgot to ask earlier. Does my audio sound okay?
Oh, yeah. That sounds perfect, yeah.
Woo!
Pepper will be helping us murder bats tonight. She has a bat plushie. She's cleft it in twain.
Good job,
Wonderful.
puppy.
All right. So you guys are in the town as night is falling. The gates closed behind you, and the alarm was raised as the guards cried out to arms. A danger is afoot at the gates, and with that, people started running from all directions towards the gates. And it had started initially with a ringing out from here, and then it just kept echoing all around the city.
Almost like every guard tower had a horn.
Mm-hmm. Almost like they've done this drill a time or two.
Well, then they've got it handled. I mean, Wolf had its on spikes. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Let's go get to the inn. I'm tired.
Yeah, if Orlin starts walking, Harry will join her, yeah. Maybe we look back at Valgard, because Valgard, you didn't have a chance to, I guess, react to the what's going on. I don't know what Valgard would do, but...
I just kind of cursed a little bit. But really, it's a damn pity looking at the map here. How many buildings are outside the gates? You still see that to the west? Damn shame.
Oh, I see over there, yeah.
Well, not everyone can afford the protection fee.
I guess as we walk, Valgard just has his journal up. He's just writing in it just things that we've experienced. You know, keeping track of what's going on.
Yeah, wonderful.
Right. So, any idea how we're supposed to start this prophecy that the old woman gave us?
We're going to the winery, remember? There was something in there about that thing, I think. That's why we came here, right? Because the halfway point?
Yep. Yeah,
right. Number 3, Wizard of Wines, wood and sand. Something about the blade there to part the darkness or something.
Well, also, we figured we could talk to maybe some of the locals about the other ones that we have no clue about, because, I mean, surely someone's got to understand this stuff, or know enough about it to put 2 and 3 together.
Personally, if we get the opportunity, I would like to rest my head. Simply put, I, as you all can tell, did not sleep very well. Many a tree out there in the last night kept us up.
Well,
And I believe a couple of us had nightmares.
that sounds unfortunate, but we are headed to an inn. And we've been on the road for a little bit, so I guess we could probably see about getting a room for the night.
Oh. Well, if anybody can recognize what I can do here, and maybe those who recognize what I am, perhaps we won't even have to pay for lodging.
Oh, we're gonna steal a key?
No, no. Fair folk help me.
Oh.
Wonderful. As the sun is setting and you guys are walking through the town a little bit more, you do see a couple of others walking with you and ahead of you.
Hey Andrew,
Yep.
just as we're walking, I think Harry's listening to Orlin and Valgard talk, but he's also just scanning the road. Just he's like, how does this compare? He's taken in the second city here in this land. How does it compare to the first one? Like, are there big differences? It looks more put together? There's not the muddy roads, I guess. It's
Yeah.
more affluent,
So this city is almost a complete 180 from the first town.
Okay.
As you're walking through, there are people out and about. They seem happy and joyful. The wall is well maintained. The buildings are in decent repair. I mean, they aren't dilapidated by any means or falling down. There are signs of basically of life, of things happening, of continuing,
Okay.
if that
And
makes
he's-
sense.
Yeah, it does make it. And then I guess as we maybe notice as people walking with us, do they look like townsfolk, or they seem like they do? Are they kind of trying to mirror us, or trying to follow us in some ways or they're just normal townsfolk,
Just appear to be normal townsfolk.
not running to the walls or things like that?
No, they are not running to the walls. You
Okay.
actually, at this point, have entered into the town square.
Okay.
That's funny. Nothing square about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot nicer than the last time we were in. Look, there's no muddy streets. Has some cobblestone. Looks pretty nice actually.
Take your word for it. To be honest, I think this is the biggest city I've been in. Quite
No,
lively.
this like in your entire life is the biggest city you've ever been in.
Yes, back up north in Caerdinival, I think there's only about 20, maybe 30 buildings. This is incredible.
Oh, well, yeah, this isn't too bad. That's a far set from Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep, but at least it's a lot nicer than the last place we were at, right? So, yeah, maybe you can enjoy the big city life, Valgard, here in Valakia.
Oh, I better look my best, and I'll like rotate my wrist and do a movement with my fingers, and I'll cast prestidigitation on myself just to clean up.
Oh, that's awesome. Does Valgard
Anyone
clean it
else?
Does Valgard clean it pretty well? He's a pretty handsome guy.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
More than that, he has a very good personality. You know,
Yeah, charismatic.
he's a jubilant individual.
Yeah. So he makes people smile just by people being around him, probably.
Yeah.
Well, once you get over the rough exterior. Right, and to touch on something else, I didn't figure it was a good time. Orlin, you said you've died. What?
49 times over the last, was it, did Trust say 20, No. It's been a while.
Right, not sure who this Trust fellow is, but if he's a friend, excellent.
Oh, he's a very good friend. I'm sad
good.
he's not. I'm sad he's not here anymore, but I get the feeling he's around as I like glance over the wall.
You mean the 3 bricks that are laid up next to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything in this town square that catches our eyes? It says like a big, like,
Give me a perception check.
any big, let's see here. Any big Back to the Future town clocks. Let's see, perception check. So, well, that was on 4, but I had it better. 20.
20, nice. As you're looking around, you see a couple of things. Over here are some shops that you can make out. You know, as you've been walking through, there's a stockade here with a couple of people in it. And then, let's see. You can kind of make out that inn there. You do see here there is like a message board with letters written on it.
Ooh. Anything interesting?
Oh, you can learn a lot from a town by looking at its message board. I don't know.
And then you see the biggest building right here locally. It is, you know, multiple stories tall. And then you see in the distance a steeple.
Got it.
Lots of people.
There seems to be people moving that direction
In the
as
steeple?
as the sun has now set and an individual is walking through the town lighting street lamps.
I think Harry will stop by that message board and just take a look and just, like I said, you can maybe learn a lot from a town by what things are posted here. This is maybe a job board or whatnot, so he'll take a quick look at some of he'll just, not everything, but just kind of a random appraisal of a few of them.
Yeah,
Give them, yeah.
not a
But Vogard's
problem.
interested in doing that, right? Vogard?
Oh, I suppose I could take a look with you, Eddie.
Oh, yeah. Get some, maybe, sometimes get some coin, we can get some, maybe take a job or two if we need to, you know, fill our pockets with some coin here.
So there is, and as I said, I just posted it for you all. There.
Right. Here, Eddie, look at this one here.
Yeah, what you got there, Vogard?
The Baron. Attendants and children required. Packs will be provided. All will be well. I suppose their leader has some sort of idea of how to take care of this place. That looks good.
Yeah, so
Where is it?
the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands, painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men and women, children wearing crude, plastered donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are these posted proclamations. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron.
Right, I suppose this is happening right now.
I guess maybe there's all these people maybe they're walking to this Wolf's Head Jamboree. Sounds interesting, but shall we partake? I think I did see an inn up there. We could might want to stop in to get a little drink or rest if you need to rest there, Valgard.
Oh, that would be quite good.
Okay.
Well, probably, yeah. I would think we'd maybe just kind of go with a flow for now and see. Actually, I think Harry will actually kind of just ask a passerby about the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Like, hey, what's this Wolf's Head Jamboree? Is that tonight? Is it something going on? Is it a party? Or what is it?
He turns and looks at you, eyeing you suspiciously. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. What's on his? He kind of straightens out his tie before if he had a tie. 20. Persuasion. Excuse me, young sir and madam. What is this Wolf's Head Jamboree?
Sir, the Wolf's Head Jamboree was last week. That's where all the wolf's heads came from that are on the pikes outside.
Oh yeah, silly me. Yeah, we did partake of that visage outside your gates.
It's okay. No, it was a glorious occasion. All will be well. All will be well, he says as he looks around, smile plastered to his face throughout the entire thing.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure
I
can.
would like to do that too if I could.
Yeah, go for it.
Especially if it seems like a false smile. But
Can I roll a bullshit check?
no, not too good, but it's good.
Yeah. With him acting like that, I think Valgard did an insight check as well. Just goes, it's weird.
I got a
Yeah.
50, which is good for me.
Most people don't force themselves to smile when they're happy.
Yeah.
The Joybringer would know.
You look, as he looks, the eyes tell the truth that he is more worried and fearful of something, even though he is expressing joy and happiness.
Yeah.
And as you are talking to him, a man walks forward with a couple of guards and kind of points out, and the guards sprint around the square, pulling down the proclamation that you had just read, and posting something else in its place.
Yeah, Harry will take a peek. Yeah, I think we'll probably take a peek at that.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, this is what everybody sees. Come on, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine. All will be well, the Baron.
I think it's Harry reads that. He'll look back because he's the little guy. He's in front. Like he looks back. He gives Valgard like a quizzical look and looks at Orin and Monty like as though to say under his, in his mind, like, really another greatest celebration of the year. Like that's kind of odd, but maybe not so odd given the man's who just ran into and how it's kind of
Why do you think children are mandatory?
Well, for that part, I actually might know. It's a means of keeping count on the population. One, it's... Two, I would say it's probably likely that he wants to keep their minds off of something else. Maybe the crazy world outside. That might be why he's doing so many celebrations.
So as you guys have continued to walk through the town and kind of meandered through some of these shops, still moving, still in the general direction of the inn that you were told about, and you walk by a shop. and you all see it has dolls and toys in the window. As you walk by.
Right. What the hell?
I think if Harry sees even like a glimpse of even maybe a childlike doll, he's going to not even make eye contact and he will continue to walk. You gonna... Yeah, does Valgard stop? Is that what you're going to say, Colin?
No, I'm just observing.
Yeah, all these people, they all heading in the same direction here. They
Several of them are. Some have gone into houses, but others are still moving down the road. It looks like to the church. You see people walking into the church.
Yeah. Yeah, I say we keep on going unless anybody wants to stop into the toy shop.
Do you guys look at the toys?
I would like to take a look at the toy.
Harry will not. Yeah. Harry
I'll
will
take a
not.
look at the toy.
Yeah.
Valgard would probably give it a look, just from, a distance. He wouldn't get closer or look at anything fancy or pick up anything. He just wants to observe.
Yeah, so the first thing that catches your eye is a wind-up musical merry-go-round. But in place of the normal, like, prancing ponies and things, and unicorns that would be in a normal merry-go-round, it is snarling wolves with children in front of them on the merry-go-round.
So they're like chasing the children to eat them?
Potentially.
That's crazy.
You see a couple of dolls. One is a woman. The other looks strikingly similar to the Count that you had dinner with. You see a set of wooden nesting dolls. From what it looks like it, starting with the biggest one, looks to be like a child.
Alright, well that there's the Count. We've seen him enough.
Does the
I don't think the toy maker here has a very good sense of humor.
Does that doll look like that lady in that portrait from that castle? You can't just nod. They can't,
Yes,
they can't hear you when
it
you
also
nod.
it also looks like the woman you escorted the
Yeah.
first time you were here.
The one who didn't smile and wasn't pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I don't like that.
Is this the one like the red hair from the painting? That one? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one looks like the Count.
Mm-hmm.
Our dogs are going crazy. They smell something by the front door and they are digging and barking and huffing
So
and
much
puffing.
fun. Anyways, so yeah, so you guys continue on to the inn, and you see down the road the doors to the church shut as the street lamps are all lit and the town is still well lit even though it is dark outside. And you guys are back on the road right in front of the inn. What would you like to do?
I'm sorry, Andrew, did you say that down the road the church was closed, you said, but there were lights?
Yeah, so
Inside, or-
as you looked down, someone just shut the doors.
Oh, it did. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, let's head and...
We didn't want homemade.
All right.
Have
So
fun, Ginger.
what's on the plans?
Yes, we have the hooligan.
I say we head inside. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Harry's sort of. Well, yeah, I think he'll kind of. Somebody will still follow Orland's lead a little bit because she's maybe not been here before, but she seems to have some knowledge of this place. But
Fantastic. As you guys approach the Blue Water Inn,
are there any sounds of like battle distant outside the walls, Andrew, by chance?
it did a little earlier, but it does not anymore.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we'd hear more horns if it wasn't fine.
Exactly. That's very true.
No.
I think as we're going into the inn here, periodically Harry's been telepathically talking to Monty, and he keeps on telling him jokes and stuff like that. And so he tells him a joke, and he says, "Hey Monty, hey, why don't rabbits make noise when they're having sex?" Cotton balls. Get it? Cotton balls. That's yeah. Yeah, it's actually it's a Jackie joke, so it's not as good as my other ones, but I think it's pretty funny. So, oh, Monty, we're gonna have so much fun. Oh, this is pretty cool.
And, like, you share a telepathic link with your with Lucky, right, Monty?
Not that is written, no.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say maybe Lucky groans.
No, like, I feel at this point there's probably just like this slight grimace on Monty's face at this point. Like,
Yeah, it's been this. Yeah.
this has been going on for a bit now.
Yeah, for like hours. Yeah, and like he'll sometimes go over and like he'll walk over to Tommy in the back, and he'll get a joke from him, and then he'll tell it to you, and you can tell it's not even his joke. But he just likes to try out this connection that he has with potentially anybody, but he knows that since you can't speak, it's kind of fun to talk to you.
I'm a captive audience. So no.